Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're here, I invite you to subscribe, to give a thumbs up so the YouTube algorithm can take us into account when I'm searching for services. This is a series of tutorials saying people who are studying the Toefl preparation course at no cost. So that if you know somebody who's looking for tutorials in this area, I suggest you share with them. Okay, so we're still working with structure and written expression part, and we are working with one sentence, sentences with one clause. So we said that every sentence in English must have a subject and a verb. And in the previous videos, we saw that some structures may be confused with the subject of the sentence. Now, in skill number 4 and skill number 5, we're going to work with those structures that can be confused with the verb. Okay. So, skill number 4 says, be careful of present participle. Remember, the present participle is the ing form of the verb, talking, playing. In the structure section of the Toefl test, a present participle can cause confusion because it can be either part of a verb or it can work as an adjective. It is part of a verb when it's preceded by some form of the verb be, in a continuous kind of way. Like the man is talking to his friend. In this sentence, talking is part of the verb because it's accompanied by is. The subject, the man, the verb is talking to his friend. It's happening right now as we speak. All right. A present participle can function as an adjective when it is not accompanied by some form of be, right? The man talking to his friend has to be. Okay, so we got subject, the man, verb has. So talking is not part of the verb. It's an adjective describing the man that we're talking about. What man are you talking about? The man talking to his friend. Oh, I thought the man sitting down. No, that's not the one. So in this sentence, talking is an adjective and not part of the verb because it is not accompanied by some form of be. The verb in this sentence is has. So here we got an example that shows how the present participle can be confused with the verb in the structure section of the Toefl test. Example here, you said the child, well, you can recognize that as the subject, and you might think that playing is the verb, but there is a verb here, is. The child is my son. The child is my son. Now, what child are we talking about? All right? That's what I'm saying. In this example, if you look at only the first word in the sentence, it appears the child is the subject and playing is part of the verb. If you think that playing is part of the verb, you might choose the answer B, is, or answer D, was, to complete the verb. However, these two answers are incorrect because playing is not part of it. You should recognize that playing is a participial adjective rather than a verb because there is another verb in the sentence, is. In this sentence, there is a complete subject, child, and a complete verb, is. So this sentence doesn't need another subject or another verb. Therefore, the best answer here is A. The child now playing in the yard is my son. Okay. So remember, present participle is the ing form of the verb. The present participle can be part of the verb. The boy is standing in the corner, or it can be an adjective. Boy standing in the corner was naughty. It is part of the verb when it is accompanied by some form of the verb be, and it is an adjective when it is not accompanied by some form of the verb be. All right? You need to listen to the explanation one more time, so just you rewind the video and read it again, listen to it again. Now, let's do the exercise. Each of the following sentences contains one or more present participles. Underline the subject once and the verbs twice. Circle the present participles. Label them as either an adjective or a verb that indicate the sentence is correct or incorrect. The example reads, the companies offering the lowest prices will have the most customers. Right? We get the subject, verb. Offering is an ing, but it's working as an adjective rather than as a verb. Those travelers are completing the trip on Delta should report to gate 3. We mentioned before that in this section, we're working with one clause sentences. So we need one subject and one verb. Subject, travelers. Here we have two verbs. So this is incorrect because there is a double. To eliminate this one, say the travelers complete the trip of the Delta should report to Gator. Okay, so now's the time to make a pause and start doing the exercise. And then when you finish, come back and look at the answers. Okay, pause the video now, and I'll see you here when you come back. Okay, now that you're back, we got the artisans were demonstrating various handicrafts and goods throughout the fair. Okay, so we got the subject, we got the verb, demonstrated is part of the verb, right? So it's fine. The fraternities are giving the wildest parties, attract the most new places, right? You got fraternity subject, verb, and verb. So this is incorrect because we have a double verb. Right, so that's not right. We should eliminate this one. So the fraternities given the wildest parties attract the most places. It will be an adjective. That would be correct, but it's not. The first team winning 4 games is awarded the championship, right? So we got subject, we got verb, and we got the participle working as an adjective describing what team we're talking about. So this is correct. The speaker was trying to make his point, was often interrupted vociferously. So we got the subject, we have verb, we have another verb, and we have the participle, right? So this is incorrect because, we have a double verb. So we eliminate this and work as an adjective, main. The fruits were rotting because of the moisture in the grapes carrying them to market. So we got subject, we got the verb, we got the adjective. It's correct. Got that. Any students desiring official transcript should complete the appropriate form. So we got students should complete. We got the participle as an adjective. It's correct. The advertisements were announcing the half-day sale received a lot of attention. So again, subject, we got a verb, we got another verb. You can see that that is the problem, right? It's incorrect because we have a double verb. And the spices flavoring the meal were quite distinctive. Right? So we got the subject, we got the verb, and we have this participle working as an adjective. So this is correct. And as you can see, it's very easy to confuse the present participle with the verb, especially when you are stressed out, nervous about your Toefl exam. All right, guys. So again, if you like this video, share it with a partner, share it with somebody who can benefit from it. Give it a thumbs up. And if you can, subscribe to more videos like this, okay? Thank you for coming. See you online.